red team here on the red side. On this attacking side is Damwon, and you can see now Global trying to go for the retake here right now. They do have that B main control, and to be quite honest with you, with the entire Damwon gaming squad inside the site, this could be deadly for them. They're going to be pincered. They're going to be trapped in a microwave, in a hot box here right now. They're going to have to find some way to hold down the line. Coming in now into the game here, you can see the time is ticking. Spike has been planned down just to let you guys be aware. We'll get that UI fix, but you have to be aware that the retake is coming here. Rossi able to find a pick. A double now for SK Rossi, and Intro is able to find a triple for him, but they just completely clean up house, and Global take pistol round again. Damwon trying to force things up here, trying to take matters into their own hands, and Intro is able to find one. The dink here has been given to SK Rossi, down to 11 HP. It seems for the most part that Damwon are looking quite successful right now in the meantime, as SK Rossi eventually goes down. Eugene finding a double Hell Ranger, 2 big pickups for the side here now of Damwon Gaming. And Global seem to have been shaken, shook, and stirred by this force buy from Damwon.
That was just unfortunate. I'm pretty sure they didn't expect the force bite to come through, and definitely caught them unawares. Golu's gonna have to try to go above and beyond, but yeah, well, the stars are not meant for him this time. 101, and Damwon's risk paid off quite well. I do like it. I mean, what's another round to give up if you lose your force bite, right? But if you do,
see what you can make out of it. But now Damwon on the A side attack, locked down here to give him some space, but SK Rossi finding the pickoff on the secret. A double from him. This is huge. This is working out. He's almost able to find a triple, but eventually shut down now. 3 versus 3, no weapons in the sides of Global, but they've made it quite expensive for the meantime, taking that operator out of their hands, and they can now finally get the plant Asarai.
I think it was the panel that also mentioned that if you're up against an operator, you just have to have that sacrificial lamb. Literally just that one guy, and everybody can just rush right in. And again, the rest of Global do not have the weapons to literally make this possible. It is going to just go down to the wire. Hell Ranger only the frenzy in hand. We'll see if the flash that he did will actually net the damage. He splashed the last guy. You know where it is.
No
and does
way.
he have it in him? Oh my goodness. Hell Ranger, are you kidding me? He clutches it. Flash and just perfect placement. Can he save the operator? Yeah, it's fell down.
Able to get a round back after giving up one in such a heartbreaking fashion.
Well, they bring it back. Oh my goodness. And it even saved the operator, which is a really, really big deal. The smoke is covering a whole chunk of mid. SK Rossi might have a guess as to where the attackers would be coming from, but it's going to be that default short main split onto the A site. Eugene's trying to bait out a peek here as he does try to get that orb in his hand. Secret has used the dog, clearing out on short, and it's only a matter of time before they try to explode. But here's the caveat here, Black. There is a whole chunk of utility from both Astra and Killjoy that is just litter around the A site. This could get bloody, but we'll see which team actually is the one to fall when they go into the site, or if they even go into that site.
Defensive sided map, and right now that A site is looking iron solid. Completely difficult to get in that. Look at how much utility they have, and they got 3 players as well. Rather make that 2 players now as the rotate has come on in to hold on and hold the line here. You can see the Astra right now on the side of Golu, playing that switch really close. Maybe he can catch him off guard, and that's been something that Global have been really good and proficient at. Can they actually check him out? Oh, but with the judge, the jury's out on that. Execute is his call, and Eugene will get that kill finally, but brought to a 4v4. Have some time to work with, but SK Rossi on this off is not going to land the shot. A very crucial one for him to land. They do get the kill on the skills, and they do get the plant down as well. Great shot by Eugene to bring it back.
Man, SK Rossi is just not having a fun time with this operator, and Secret lines up the shots beautifully. We saw last round, you know, Hell Ranger clutch it out. Can Kappa do the same? He's getting pop shotted, and yeah. You know, even if it is an 1800 weapon, it's still a really good one to say at the least. Secret, does he have enough time to recuperate his shots? Well, that's a quick answer with a no. Inside the smoke, Rossi! He's gonna go straight onto top mid. This could actually get a bit hairy. Skills does pick up the weapon, but they don't know there's one flanking right behind him, which is going to be Eugene, and he's just about to explode here. He's already been picked up. Never mind. He actually picks Skills out in the open, and Scrossy had to only be able to hit that fadeaway shot, the last onto the blade, but he now has Hail Ranger with him to maybe hold off that crossfire, but that little arch location, very bangable with medium penetration weapons. And Golu left to try to deal with this 1v3. Whether it's going to be A or B, his teeny tiny classic might not really help him in this scenario. The Silver Drone doesn't spot him, but let's see how it goes.
All he has to do here is get the kill, and then that should give him a Cosmic Divide, but nope, he goes down, and he does get it anyways, you know, just to maybe secure that, but now looking to take their talents here towards the A side. Lots of, Damwon going towards the A side, as Damwon are set up. Global are set up to hold that A, and Rossi finds a frag here in the Zhonghe, trying to be sneaky, but not enough.
What? Wait, they detained 3 players! Oh yeah, Texture's about to go in and play his game of whack-a-mole. Let's see if he can actually whack anybody from Global Esports here. Seems like that's gonna be a no. Maybe just on Zhonghe, but that actually, no, that was Damwon's player. Never mind, what am I talking about? Rossi, though, he's kind of come in through top mid. A bit too greedy on his part, as his teammates were nowhere near the site to kind of help him out, pinch the rest of the members here. But there's a Cosmic Divide that we're looking at from the last round. Kappa's going to be coming in from heaven here. They're trying to isolate the fights. Recon Dart to expose things up, but the follow-through from Global is just a bit lacking. Comes Hell Ranger though, 1 in front, 1 behind. Can he try to go about it? And Eugene just swings out of the Cosmic Divide at the perfect time, which
Making it happen for the meantime. Look at this aggression here coming from both teams. The mid link is where the battle will go down. It's going to be a complete chaos here on that mid link position, trading out 1 for 1. Not a direct trade, but a trade nonetheless. 4 versus 4. As Texture finds that pick, taking things really rough and spicy now in towards that short catwalk. Hell Ranger down as both Rossi and Hell Ranger are taken off the board. So 2 big guns now taken from Global, and this anti-eco is looking successful for the meantime.
They are going to be just trying to go around this Skills. He's spotted a bit of a target there on top mid. That's going to at least kind of collapse the rest of Damwon to be just in the center of the A site, but this is still gonna be a very, very difficult task. That's so much drone. Texture is gonna be just a surprise at the side. Kappa, yeah, you know, he's just waiting for
No!
it. No! Kappa! You don't do this! Okay, it's still not done
Oh
yet,
my gosh.
but Skills is here, 1v1. He has the Phantom now, Black. He knows it's out in the open. This is actually winnable for him. Never mind, 2 versus 1, and they win the retake. Global. What? No.
I mean, you know, you would kind of say if that happened to you in ranked when somebody just spams a sheriff shot and lands a lucky head on you, you'd be like, hey, I didn't deserve that. But
that is like the most unsavory way of losing your life in game. By far none.
Oh no.
SK Rossi. Yeah, it's either he got a shot off and dashed away, or just been flushed out, because if he gets spotted there, if no one was going to smoke him out and he could actually get into position with the rest of his team, he's going to get nano swarmed to oblivion. So really good pick off there from Damwon. Global Esports' aggression in defense, even though it does merit them a couple of rounds, it's also giving Damwon at the start of each round a chance to maybe even get that -1 if, you know, if they read the situation right, which they did in that one. And bringing a knife to gunfight. It happens.
Hell Ranger, good pick off on Eugene, trying to cross and get the spike down, but we've talked about how, okay, they get these opening picks, but then again, they've been failing to convert some of them, which you would think, like the last round right prior. But look at this. He's already crawled out to the very far edge of that heaven here, Skills, and the Cosmic Divide should give him some space to work with, but Skills will be able to find one. Texture finding a double kill here. It's all on the Hell Ranger. He's got the knife out. Very nicely done. Same. Mine's blue, of course, but Hell Ranger.
Same.
Yeah, same, exactly. He's gonna save the weapon here. Looking like this is what happens, guys, when we've had one too many coffee or drink.
Very true.
Yeah. Rossi, though, aggression from him, punished by Secret. Intro doing the same thing. Golu able to find a double with a Spectre. That somehow works out for them. 3v3, and they convert.
That's what you call an Expector Patronum.
I'll give you that one. Witty.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
Another point on the pun board. Let's go.
But you're playing it really close.
Yeah. It'll be better later. Don't worry. I'm just getting started. Speaking of getting started, though, Damwon, they're in a really good beginning here. They're 2 rounds ahead, which is, I'd say, pretty damn decent when they're up against Global, who has been technically manhandling them during that last particular map of ours. A couple of utilities being used. That recon dart got a lot of value. It spotted so many of them, but Trexter spotting even more so. What his opponents are just coming in one after the other. He finally gets shut down, but the refrag comes in swift from down one. And
pistol on the side texture, but he's got the blades as well to make it work, so maybe he can cut this up, serve them on a platter, maybe find his kill, but Golu's tagged him up. He's in a very dangerous spot right now. Only a single, well, rather 2 blades on that blade storm to apply. His kappa is quite low. If he finds a frag here, then who knows? He might be able to get that reset up for him.
I've got your track.
Oh, SK Rossi, we're gonna need to see those shots a little bit faster, because that would be super lovely just to see how the kind of setups for that. The texture is being set up by himself as well, but he's not finding any shots with the blades. Finally, the classic gives him some solace, and here comes the rest. Fade away, right click.
Free gun.
Eugene also dips in as soon as the door drops down. You gotta be careful about that one. And here comes the last person on Global, Skills. Well, in a 4v1 situation, not really much you could do in that regard. And 7-3, Damwon are not letting up. Actually be A.
Here.
Well, they still have 3 players stacked up on there. A setup here, defensive setup by Global, and that shock dart is perfect to try and clear some of that out. SK Rossi, an opening pick. He finds a double, not able, actually he does. He is able to back off here. Texture not able to take him down. Jonghi will find Skills at the other edge of it, and Texture, he has an idea that SK Rossi has crossed on over. Here comes the Rolling Thunder, though, and that's going to be so detrimental. Texture has to find a way to back on off, and that he goes into hell. And can he send even more? Hell Ranger will find him, very aptly named, and SK Rossi here with the blades. A triple kill for him. Intro, it's all left onto him, as now the lockdown will not come in time to force him off the defuse. Yes, it does! At the perfect nick of things, and he's able to deny that, but does he know SK Rossi's behind? He whips the right click, and he gets it with a classic anyways. They get the round. Global bring it 7-4.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. That was just... I'm on the edge of my seat. I would have dropped if my gaming chair did not have... They're probably going to be looking to go for mid, and it's only Skills to kind of stop them there, but might be able to back away and use that lockdown for safety.
Perhaps. I mean, it's the final round, and so this is where you want to use it. They do have the Hunter's Fury here on the Eugene, though, to try and deny that if the lockdown comes from Global, and so... Question is here, will they use the Hunter's Fury to try and initiate, or do they use it more defensively and destroy the utility here of Skills when that lockdown comes into play? They're looking to attack this B site, but they're quite spread out, to be quite honest with you. They do have control of that switch and of market, but the rest of their players are kind of lurking towards that A site. The spike is dropped further away, and SK Rossi will get the kill here on a Shanghai. That is a huge pick from them, but Intro with that Odin able to get the kill. Quick trade off from Skills, and he's looking to find and dip even into more.
Skills, the perfect poison spot if somebody comes through mid, but well, they doubled back. SK Rossi has to go for the dash. Unfortunately, he's not going to be able to get the first hit. Second will not be followed to follow through, but Skills, he's poison spotting this. Even if he loses, there's no time for them to get the plant on the spike kappa. All he needs to do now is wait, and that's going to be the 7-5 in the first half.
Good half here coming from both sides. Damwon ending it with a double round lead, but those last 2 rounds looking quite well for Global. Could potentially continue that momentum here in the second half, and that's looking to maybe be the case if they can get this opening pistol.
I'm waiting for it. The conductor is here. It's going to be SK Rossi to say all aboard the train. Of course, there are some Aster Stars that's going to block his vision out, but there's the standard start. Good use on the dash, but Texture as well as Secret, they've kind of perfected the crossfire, and that's going to leave Kappa and Skills to try to do the best of their abilities to clutch this round out. But it's going to be a very, very difficult task, especially now that Kappa's like down to 3. Does not have a long-range pistol to make something happen from that far of a distance on top mid, but maybe Skills can open stuff up, as he's already snuck his way all on the defender's spawn, but somebody's marking his position. He spams it hard with the classic, gets back into cover, and they've kind of isolated this. If they can take down Secret, this turns into a very viable round for Global.
Yeah, I mean, Kappa is quite low, but they can find skills, and maybe this still could be a round that they can bring back into. Skills has that information, knows where Intro is, but Secret gets a kill on the Kappa. The low player already taken down. Intro's low himself, and if he doesn't go down here, which he doesn't, Secret able to secure the round, the 4K from him, and doing a pretty good job at that. SK Rossi, look at this, look at the aggression just dashing on in, has a frenzy in his hands, but Intro's gonna catch him off in a very awkward situation, not letting him stick the landing for the meantime, and Hellranger looking to see and dip into the fight. Maybe he can find one of his own, but there's too much coming his way. Eugene will get him through the smoke, and now it's down to a 5v3.
Skills, always the person to sneak his way up to positions. Oh, that's a shot. Skills, second one. He spotted Secret already.
Nasty!
But, oh yeah, that's the nasty. That's the nasty business. 3 versus 3. That judge got just denied straight up black. And then here comes the clutch, or the retake rather.
It's a 3v3 as you talked about, but 1 HP here on the skills. This lockdown will buy them some time to work with, but I have to say, impressive work so far from Global on this round. Eugene will win that fight. The weapon supremacy will come into his favor. Skills at the very end of this. If he shock darts this, if it even gets a toe of him, he's dead. But Eugene has to check that first in the first place. Will he do exactly that? They're biding their time, but honestly, Damwon are kind of running out of time here. They have to step on this, and they do get the kill on the goal. This should be a down round. Skills out there towards A main. A single bullet should do him, and if a fly even lands, and it does here from Eugene, then he's dead, and the round has been secured. 10-5 as Damwon are 2 rounds away from match point. Are we going into map number 3? Did I just jinx it? Hopefully not. I mean, statistically, too, they have a better percentage win rate, at least in terms of the how much that they've got, in terms of, I guess, the sample size that we got here. Very high win rate for Global, yes, about 80+, but the level of competition, and as well as, of course, the sample size isn't as big as Damwon's currently, so that's something you guys have to take in note. While the numbers might be higher, there are other factors that influence that. But let's go on over to mid, because right now, look at this crossfire that they've got. Texture gonna catch Skills off guard. And with that crossfire that Textures had with Eugene from Market in mid pizza, that would have been completely unwinnable there for Skills, and he's fully punished for that.
SK Rossi, well, he's trying to get some foothold on A main, because his teammates are about to explode on short. They do have Golu, who is going to be catching off here, but SK Rossi, he charges in without any form of cover from his teammates. He's just a bit too far forward there. And now they know that short is kind of exposed a little bit, but Texture and the rest of Damwon, they were very much prepared for that. So Global Esports, the thought process was there for that push into the mix. For the moment, though, this kind of aggressive stance for Global, it might work on Haven, but when there's a lot more angles actually to try to deal with here, especially on Ascent, it might not be the easiest thing for them, and Texture doesn't even need to look through the smoke. All he has to do is pop a couple of shots, and the angle holds him true. He knew that his teammate was the next target. Eugene was already exposed, and all he really had to try to pop shots on is Eugene's general direction. And you saw SK Rossi dropping as soon as he just came out of his cloud burst.
SK Rossi getting caught there. They tried to do something funky, but Damwon, they're better dancers in this one here on Ascent. They're trying to force the issue, press the pressure here from Global, for Global rather, towards that B site, but that gives them away. And now you can see that actually Damwon are rotating towards that A site. They're assuming it could be a fake. There was some pressure there, some presence on that short position, and that kind of pulled the rotation back. But now you can see Texture is going back towards that top mid on the CT spawn. But the lurk here from Golu could be influential. Pull will delay them time. 30 seconds, actually less than that, remaining on the clock. And if Global can open up the site, they could pull out the thrifty one. But Texture has something to say about that. A triple kill for him, and Eugene gets the 4th.
Golu, Herculean task to try to overcome the 5 members of Damwon there.
Well, now, final round for them to get back into the game.
I mean, Sum41 has already mentioned, you know, being in too deep. And Global Esports, they might have not heard the song. At least for now, they are making some noise on B, but you can see Damwon not really going to get faked by it. It's still a 5 versus 5. They know that map control is better than trying to over-rotate, so to speak, and it kind of works. Scales has been knocked out already, 4 versus 5. Screen is extremely low, but picks as well as map control for
30
Global
seconds
not
left.
really there just yet. SK Rossi, he's brought the operator on attack. It does net them some value, but he's been tagged down to 1 bullet death if he's not careful into this. 20 seconds, they're going to have to pull the trigger into it. Golu knows that one is already on generator, but does he know that Texture is somewhere behind? Doesn't even need to. Reaction plays will net them some control onto the A site, and now we're left into the 4 versus 2 on the retake. Kappa and Rossi, very low.
Seems like Global are going to continue on in the fight here, at least for map number 2, trying to anchor down into the site, and rightfully so. Global are able to punish them. Good shot by SK Rossi, his second of the round to get that kill. Now it's all on the intro, who, honestly, at this point, it's a done deal. SK Rossi and Kappa are quite low, yes, but he finds Kappa. Speaking of, SK Rossi trying to hold off his flank so he can just rotate and save this Ares, but that he shan't be able to do. Is SK Rossi going to get that third in the round as they cut the lead down to half. 12-6 still. Lots of rounds to go up into, but it's also a very steep hill to climb if they want to make this comeback happen and push us into overtime.
Steep hill on a very rainy day, making it even more slippery of a slope to try to climb over.
Here.
6 rounds, mathematic-wise, math-wise, seems like it's not a
Time
big deal.
for a field
But
test.
when there's like this kind of pressure on that and having really, really dominant of a damn one team to go up against, 6 rounds, not really the most easiest thing to hurdle over. SK Rossi does not get tagged. He pushes forward, wondering if he was looking to go for a catch on mid, but regardless, it is going to be him to be able to push through with the rest of his team, and this could actually be good, because now they have good control of short. Texture, though, hits a shot. That might not be what they were looking for. Hell Ranger, the balls on this man. Down to 5. He's at least equalized to the 4 versus 4.
Ironclad stature for the man, but he's down to 5 HP, so single bullet will do him on, and then they line up for him! That's what happens when you're quite low, and Zhonghai saying hello as well. 4 versus 2, Kappa and Golu gonna have to try and pull out the hat trick here, because right now, their sleeves are being pulled back. Zhonghai, he got that double, and they're at the cusp of this map number 2 to be taken for their pockets. Global gonna have to find some opening here. If Kappa can be able to isolate the fight, maybe take down Eugene, then they have a chance to bring it as it goes to a 2v3. But here comes the recon out. Ultimate's up online for Zhongyi here. Now they know that he's there, and Golu's able to find the double. That's exactly what they needed. They bring it to a 2v2, but Texture gets Kappa down. 1v2 right now. It's all in the Golu. The ring is his if he can claim it for himself, but Texture is holding on to heaven here. He's doing a great job of keeping him at bay. Not gonna let him walk on through as his Cosmic Divide is gonna expire. 10 seconds left on the clock. Has to go for the plan. He does not know he's in Jenny, but Golu makes it happen. A 4 kill for him. Quad, and he gets him still going in the map. 7 rounds now for Global.
To a map number 3, but Global, they're holding on to the knife's edge here, Black. They do not want to falter. We talked about how 6 rounds, very difficult, but they're making it happen. SK Rossi, though, has really had no luck at all with the operator versus operator fight, but maybe his teammates can bring it all the way back.
Especially in this attack, it has been faltering for him. Now, Intro has a great spot to deny this, but Eugene, look at that help from him. Keeping the line held, and Intro finds another. It's all down to Skills, who finds a double kill, but Eugene will not let this get too out of hand. Stop with the monkey.